Hi, my name is Callie Hofer. After watching that video, I found it to be very interesting and I actually did end up learning a lot from it. Some things that I found impactful was that Houston, Texas is the most popular for medical tourism. I found this to be an interesting thing because when I think of medical tourism, I think of a big place like California. So when it was Houston, Texas, that one kind of caught me by surprise. The next thing is that medical tourism is getting more popular with prices and restrictions. This one actually didn't surprise me as much just because of different restrictions places have and prices. Some people travel for a cheaper option, some will travel for a more expensive option. And with the restrictions, actually, it did say in the video about abortions. Abortions are some places legal and illegal, so people will travel for things like that. The next thing that I found interesting, this was probably one of the most interesting things, is that cosmetic surgeries make up 13% of the total surgeries. When I think of medical tourism, my mind actually goes straight to cosmetic procedures just because I think that is a thing that is shared the most. I feel like things like abortions or cancer, those are just things that aren't really shared, but I feel like people are very open about cosmetic things, so I was kind of surprised by that number actually. And this next one relates back to my first one, that Houston, Texas has the largest medical center on earth. That really surprised me considering there are different countries and there are just a whole bunch of different places for a medical center to be the biggest one on earth. When I had to pick one example, I picked California and I actually picked the cosmetic surgeries. After hearing that 13%, it actually really intrigued me, so I wanted to kind of learn a little bit more about it. And according to the medical tourism facilitator in the US, California is mostly known for their cosmetic surgeries. People travel there to get the best for any procedure that they might want done cosmetically. While searching it up, it also said that Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, and I believe Orange County were the most popular places that they may see this medical tourism for cosmetics. What financial impact on revenue was I able to learn about? I actually found this one really interesting, is that when people come in for a a cosmetic procedure, they will typically come in a week earlier and spend the week there. So obviously this is bringing in more tourism and things. They will spend time going to different food places, trying new foods. They will go to different festivals, concerts. So people coming in for tourism in these different places, I just found it interesting because it actually helps them all around because different places are getting business. So I think that's actually something kind of interesting. The mortality rates for a cosmetic procedure in California are very, very, very rare, but it is not zero. Typically, if there is a mortality, it comes with infections. So it is very, very rare. When I looked that up, it said it was very rare, but again, it is not zero. It does happen sometimes, but again, it is very rare to see. And a personal experience that I have knowing someone that had to travel for medical tourism is actually a family friend of mine. They were a surrogate actually for a family in California. And the family that they were a surrogate for, they wanted them to see a doctor in Utah. So this family traveled to Utah so they could see this doctor because that is what the other family wanted. So they wanted to give them the best option. When I think of medical tourism and something that I'm related to, that is probably the main one that I think about, just because this family relied on the family they were carrying a child for, and they ended up traveling just for this family. So I thought that was actually very neat, and that is just probably the only thing that I can think about of a personal experience that someone that I may know traveling for medical tourism.